Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We are set to go with game number 2 of our season opening doubleheader. Armstrong Atlantic State and top-ranked Mount Olive College. The Trojans took game number 1 6-2 on the ninth inning grand slam by Dylan Holton. And in game number 2, the Pirates will turn to transfer Thomas Gray. The right-hander from Tennessee Tech will take the hill for the Pirates. And he'll be countered by right-hander Patrick Ball for Mount Olive. Here's a look at the lineups for game number 2. First for Mount Olive, Montoya Young leads off, plays center field. Kyle Heinrichs bats second, plays left field. Alex Vertsnick moves behind the plate, and he'll bat third. Rich Roccabaldo, the third baseman, will bat cleanup. Will Rodriguez bats fifth, plays first. Jesse Lancaster bats sixth and plays right field. Second baseman Dylan Holton bats seventh. Erlon Vinson, the designated hitter, will bat eighth, and Jonathan Smith will play shortstop and bat ninth. For Armstrong Atlantic defensively, John Roberts behind the plate. For Thomas Gray, the pitcher, Brian Roby plays third, Juan Dorado at short, Carlos Cardoza Oquendo at second base, Kenny Kale at first, and in the outfield from left to right, it's Josh Wilson, Corey Thacker, and Alex Weish. Gray went 5-4 with a 5.37 earned run average last year in his one season at Tennessee Tech. Struck out 50 batters in 63 2/3 innings. But in junior college, he pitched 1 year at Chattanooga State Community College, where he was an NJCAA first-team All-American, where he went 14-2 with a 2.80 ERA in 122 innings. He is a native of Ringgold, Georgia, where he was 25-12 in his career for Ringgold. So Thomas Gray makes his Pirate debut, and he'll face Montoya Young here in the top of the first inning. Young went 2 for 5 in game number 1 with a pair of singles for the Trojans. Gray's first pitch is a strike at the knees, and we are underway here at Pirate Field. The 0-1 delivery from Gray is low for a ball, making it 1-1, excuse me. Mount Olive has now won 4 straight over the Pirates over the last 3 seasons. The Trojans knocked off the Pirates in the 2007 South Atlantic Regional, then took both of the meetings last year up in Mount Olive, and then this one. Before that, the Pirates had won 3 of 4 from the Trojans. That was in 2007 at the beginning of the year, when the Pirates hosted Mount Olive in a 4-game set to open up the season. Mount Olive won the first game of that series, as Young is called out on strikes on the fastball at the knees by Gray, and there's one away. The Pirates came back to win the next 3 games in that series and take that series 3 games out of 4 from the Trojans. So these two teams have become well acquainted over the last 3 years. And Kyle Heinrichs steps to the plate. He looks at a first pitch strike from Gray, and it's 0-1. Heinrichs 1 for 4 in game 1, struck out 3 times, but had a 2-run triple. Fastball high, taken for a ball, makes it 1-1. One pitch is low for a ball, and it's 2-1. Fastball letter high for a strike from Gray, and it's 2-2. Called strike three. Gray gets Heinrichs looking, and Gray has started off the game here with a pair of strikeouts looking. And it brings up the catcher, Alex Vertsnick. Vertsnick is 0 for 3 with a walk in game number 1. First pitch from Gray is in the dirt for a ball, and it's 1-0. Fastball is a strike. It's 1-1. So Gray spotting that fastball well here in the first inning against the Trojans. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed pitch is low. And it's 2-1. 2-2 fastball, that's a strike, or 2-1 fastball makes it 2-2. The 2-2 delivery is just outside, and it's 3-2. Three-two pitch called strike three, and Gray strikes out the side to begin the ball game, and all of them looking. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. The Pirates coming about. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic will get its first look at right-hander Patrick Ball, 6-foot sophomore from New Bern, North Carolina. Last year pitched in 16 games for the Trojans. First pitch swinging, Josh Wilson grounds to short. Smith throws over to first, and there's quickly one away. Ball was 3-1 with a 3.00 earned run average and 3 saves. 21 innings pitched, gave up just 12 hits, but walked 12 and struck out 19. Now Juan Dorado steps to the plate. Dorado was 1 for 3 in game number 1. Shortens to bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a strike from Ball, and it's 0-1. Dorado had a sacrifice hit. He also reached on an error. Fastball is high, and it's 1-1. One pitch outside, taken for a ball. And then the next pitch is down away as well, so it's 3-1. Three-one pitch, outside ball 4, and the Pirates get their first base runner on the walk by Dorado. Kenny Cale swings and hits a ground ball to third, and then the throw goes wide into right field. So we're going to be safe all around. Runners at the corners. Rich Roccabaldo with the errant throw to second, trying to turn the double play, and the Pirates catch a little bit of a break as they have runners on first and third, nobody out on the error by Mount Olive. So John Roberts, the freshman, will have an RBI opportunity here. As he was hitless in game number 1 for the Pirates. First pitch down, swings and misses for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery instead, the old fake to third, fake to first move, looking to see if the Pirates are moving the runners. But Dorado stays at third and Cale stays at first. Breaking ball to Roberts is outside, and it's 1-1. So the Pirates threatening here. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Game 2 of our season opening doubleheader. Armstrong Atlantic and Mount Olive. The Trojans took game number 1 6-2. And the Pirates trying to earn a split. The 1-1 pitch from Ball popped up into foul territory right field. It's caught, and the runners tag, and Roberts will deliver a sacrifice fly, scoring Juan Dorado, and the Pirates lead it 1-0. That'll bring up Alex Weish. Weish was 1 for 4 in game number 1 with a double. First pitch to him is letter high for a strike. Kenny Gale at second base. The Pirates have scored a run without the benefit of a hit here in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt, taken for a ball, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from ball. Swung on and fouled at the plate. And it's 1-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That is a base hit. Rounding third is Kale. He will score without a throw. And the Pirates now lead it 2-0 on the RBI single by Alex Weish. That brings up the designated hitter for the Pirates, Drew Walker. First pitch to him is a strike. Walker, a freshman from Ringgold, hit .429, 6 home runs, 30 runs driven in as a senior. Throw at first, and Alex Weish is picked off. Ball picks off Weish, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates plate 2, and we go to the top of the second inning, 2-0 Armstrong. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We head to the top of the second inning. Armstrong Atlantic leads Mount Olive 2-0 as the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the order for Mount Olive step to the plate. Rich Roccabaldo, whose error led to the 2 runs scored by the Pirates in the bottom of the first, comes up to lead off the second. He takes a first pitch strike from Gray. Roccabaldo was 1 for 2 in game number 1. He did draw a pair of walks, as the next pitch is a ball. Also had a single and grounded into a double play. The Pirates turned 4 double plays in the first game, one off of the single game school record. 1-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Gray. Called strike 3 at the knees, and Gray has now opened the game with 4 straight strikeouts and 4 straight strikeouts looking. With 1 down, it brings up the first baseman, Will Rodriguez. Rodriguez was 1 for 4 in game number 1. Reached base twice on a single and on an error. First pitch to him is popped up, foul territory. Cale gives chase, but it will fall out of play for strike 1. Again, a reminder, fans, tomorrow we will only have live stats for the Pirates game against Mount Olive at 2 o'clock, as we also will have basketball action for you on our webcast. And announcement coming out of the Peach Belt Conference this week that from now and forever, the webcasts will be free on PennAtlantic.com beginning tomorrow with the Pirates basketball doubleheader against Francis Marion, 5:30, 7:30. Rodriguez grounds a single up the middle for the first base hit of the ball game for the Trojans. Ends Gray's impressive strikeout streak at 4. And with 1 down, a runner on first, Jesse Lancaster, the right fielder, steps to the plate. Lancaster was 1 for 4 in game number 1. Swings and hits a ground ball to short. They'll go to second for 1, on to first. It is a 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, the Pirates get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Pirates lead it 2-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We lead off the bottom of the second inning with Drew Walker. The freshman designated hitter was at the plate when Weiss was picked off. He looks at a first pitch ball from Patrick Ball. Then another pitch is upstairs, and it's 2-0. Walker, the left-handed hitter, takes a pitch upstairs again, and it's 3-0. Three-zero pitch, that's a strike at the knees. And it's 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch also a strike. which makes it 3-2. So Walker runs the count full on ball. 3-2 pitch is lined up the middle. It goes off the pitcher to the shortstop Smith. Smith on to first. It's a 1-6-3 ground out for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Brian Roby, the third baseman. Roby was 0 for 2 with a walk in game number 1 of our doubleheader. First pitch to him is upstairs for ball 1. 2-0 Pirates lead, bottom of the second. Swing and a foul back out of play. Makes it 1-1. And that hit a car? Oh, okay, hit off the Sports Center behind Pirate Field here. 1-1 pitch to Roby, high again. And it's now 2-1. 2-1 pitch, strike at the knees, and it's 2-2. Swinging a line drive into center field. That's a base hit off the bat of Brian Roby, and the Pirates have a runner on with 1 out here in the second. I'll bring up the center fielder, Corey Thacker, 0 for 3 in game number 1. Shortens to bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes the pitch low for ball 1. Pirates were successful on a pair of sacrifice attempts in game 1. Next pitch is low and in. Thacker steps out of the way of the pitch, and it's 2-0. There's a 2-0 pitch from Ball in the dirt, and it gets past the catcher, Verksnick. So heading down to second is Roby. On the wild pitch by Ball. And the count is 3-0 now on Thacker. The 3-0 delivery is a strike, and it's 3-1. Roby leads away from second. Patrick Ball from the stretch. The 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. So the Pirates have a pair of runners on with 1 out for Carlos Cardoza Oquendo. Carlos came through with a big 2-run single in the first game. He was 1 for 3 in that contest. Ball's first pitch is bunted down the third base line, but foul for strike 1. 0-1 delivery. Instead, a bluff to second, chasing Roby back to the bag. And time called by Carlos Cardozo Oquendo. 2 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom of the second inning. Pirates lead it 2-0. 2 unearned runs scored by the Pirates in the first. After an errant throw by Rich Roccobaldo trying to turn a 5-4-3 double play, directly led to the Pirates' 2 runs in that frame. Swinging a fly ball in the right field should be no trouble for Lancaster. It is. Tagging at second is Roby. Tagging at first is Thacker, and they're both safe. So the fly ball to right moves the runners along, and the Pirates have 2 runners in scoring position for Josh Wilson. Wilson grounded out to short his first time up in this ball game. He is 1 for 5 in the doubleheader. Pirates need a big 2-out hit here from their All-American, Josh Wilson. Ball's first pitch to him is a strike. The 0-1 pitch from Ball is outside, and it's 1-1. Roby on at third, Thacker on at second. 1-1 pitch from Ball. In the dirt, but fouled off by Wilson. And it's 1-2. A little bit of a golf swing there, kind of hooked it foul. About an 8-iron. Ball working from the stretch, the 1-2 delivery. And that one is high. It pops out of the glove of Versnick, but not far enough away for the runners to advance, and it's 2-2. Wilson got out of the way in a hurry on that one. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Wilson is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that retires the side. Pirates get 2 on, but nothing else. We're through 2 here at Pirate Field. Pirates lead it 2-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Mount Olive 2-0. And Dylan Holton, the second baseman, leads things off for the Trojans. The last time he was up, he deposited a grand slam home run over the right field fence that gave Mount Olive the 6-2 win in Game 1. Swings and lifts one into center field, and this is a base hit. He'll round first, but Thacker brings it in quickly, holding Holton to a single. Second hit of the ball game for the Trojans. And second hit of the day for Holton. Now the designated hitter, Erlon Vinson, steps to the plate. Left-handed hitting junior from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Gray's first pitch to him is a strike. Some activity in the Mount Olive bullpen. Try and get a number for you when we can. Gray from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded to third, but foul. Would have been a tough play for Roby to throw out the left-handed Vinson, but couldn't take the chance of letting that ball go. The count is now 0-2 on the Trojans' designated hitter. O2 pitch, curveball down and outside for a ball, making it 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, instead a throw to first. Number 9, David Travis, is warming up in the bullpen for Mount Olive. The 1-2 pitch from Gray. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice changeup from Gray. And that is the 5th strikeout for the Pirates starter. And there's one down for the shortstop, Jonathan Smith. Smith came in as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning of Game 1. Drew a walk and flew out to left field, so he's 0 for 1 officially on the day. Runner goes on the pitch, but then stumbles. So Holton tracks back to first. And the pitch is a ball. Looked like Holton was definitely on the move, but stumbled out of the starting gates. The 1-0 pitch from Gray. Instead, a throw to first. As a team last year, the Trojans stole 134 bases, but the Pirates able to keep the clamps on that here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. A strike on the outside corner makes it 1-1. Pirates had a pickoff and also threw out a runner trying to steal in Game 1. 1-1 pitch from Gray, fouled back behind us, out of play. And it's 1-2. Holton leads away from first. Gray gets the sign, the 1-2 pitch. Again, a throw to first. Runner goes, 1-2 pitch, and it's swung into left field. Wilson makes the catch. Throw to first to try and double him up, but Holton able to get back to the bag. So a line out to left for Smith is the second out of the inning. The old hit and run by the Trojans. So now there's 2 down with Holton still at first and Young now at the plate. Montoya Young, the leadoff hitter, caught looking to lead off the game. Gray's first pitch to him is high for ball 1. Top of the third, 2-0 Pirates. Junior right-hander Thomas Gray on the mound for Armstrong Atlantic in his Pirate debut. Runner goes on the 0-1 pitch. It's a hit and run this time. Ground ball to short. Dorado on to first, and that retires the side. Trojans get a leadoff hit, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It's 2-0 Pirates. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Bottom of the third inning here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Mount Olive 2-0. Juan Dorado, Kenny Cale, and John Roberts to face Patrick Ball here in the third. First pitch swinging is Dorado. It's a blooper to right. The second baseman, Holton, battles the wind and makes the basket catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Kenny Cale, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. For the benefit of the Mount Olive College listeners that might be tuning in today, as Cale looks at a first pitch strike, let's take a look around Conference Carolina's opening day action. Limestone is at Newberry today. Tusculum is at Barton. Mars Hill is at Belmont Abbey. Pfeiffer is at Lenore Rhine. Coker has already defeated Chowan in the first of 2, 10-1. As Cale pops one up behind the plate, this will get into the stands. And it makes the count 1-2. And then St. Andrews is at UNC Pembroke. Of course, the Conference Carolinas as well as the Peach Belt Conference have a new member in the Southeast region. The old South Atlantic region is no more. It's now the Southeast region. The Conference Carolinas and the Peach Belt Conference welcome in the South Atlantic Conference into the region. Should be a highly competitive region as that pitch hits off of Kenny Kale's bat as he was falling down. It was high and tight. Kind of left the bat up as he was ducking out of the way, and it fouled off the top of the bat. There were 3 teams in the Peach Belt Conference. Well, actually, they say it's 3-2. 3-2. 3-2 pitch, down and away, ball 4, and Kenny Kale draws a walk. I'm not sure how that happened. The ball hit off of something. If it was his helmet, then he should have had first base on the hit by pitch. If it was the bat, then it should have been a foul ball. But either way, Kenny Kale is on first base with 1 out for John Roberts, who hit a sacrifice fly his first time up, driving in the first run of the ball game for the Pirates. First pitch swinging, and Roberts fouls it off down the left side for strike 1. 3 teams from Comets Carolinas made the regional last year. 3 teams in the Peach Belt Conference made the regional last year, and 3 teams from the South Atlantic Conference made the regional last year in the South Regional. So you've got 9 teams who made the regional last year battling essentially for 6 spots. And then there are other teams that usually contend for regional spots who were left out last year, like Armstrong, like Georgia College. So it should be a very, very interesting race for the postseason this year in the new Southeast region. Roberts looks at an off-speed pitch that is right over the plate for strike 2, and he's in the hole against ball. 0-2 pitch is fouled off. Roberts just got a piece of it. Ball tried to sneak a fastball in at 0-2 by the freshman catcher. Still looking for his first collegiate hit. He was 0 for 3 in game number 1. The 0-2 pitch, high for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Mount Olive. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Pirates. Ground ball to second. They tag the runner and throw on to first. It's a 4-3 double play, and that gets the Trojans out of the inning. We are through 3 here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads 2-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Power Field. We head to the top of the fourth. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the order to face Thomas Gray as Kyle Heinrichs steps to the plate. Heinrichs caught looking by Gray in the first. Looks at a first pitch strike here, and it's 0-1. Gray into the wind, 0-1 pitch, grounded foul down the third base line, and makes it 0-2. Again, 2 o'clock tomorrow, first pitch between the Pirates and the Trojans, wrapping up this 3-game season opening series. We'll have live stats of that game for you. And then the Pirates will be back in action here for a 3-game series next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Southern Indiana. Beginning on Friday with a 2 o'clock contest against the Screaming Eagles. Swinging a fly ball into right center field. This one is carrying, and this is going to fall for an extra base hit. Heinrichs is into second with a stand-up double. And so Heinrichs, again, feast or famine. He struck out 4 times in this doubleheader, but he has a triple and a double. And the Trojans have a runner on second with nobody out for Alex Vertsnick, the catcher. Vertsnick caught looking in the first. 0 for 3 with a walk in game number 1. Gray's first pitch to him is low for ball 1. Time called by Vertsnick before Gray can deliver the pitch. Now the 1-0 pitch is low for a ball, making it 2-0. One of Gray's highlights last season for Tennessee Tech came on April 1st when Gray pitched 5 1/3 innings, giving up just 2 unearned runs, and struck out 7 in a 9-7 win over Tennessee. The 3-0 pitch from Gray is a strike, and it's 3-1. Three-one pitch is a ball, and Vertsnick draws his second walk of the doubleheader, and it puts 2 on with nobody out for Roccabaldo. Roccabaldo struck out to lead off the second inning. It was 1 for 2 with a pair of walks in game number 1. First time that the Trojans have had 2 runners on against Gray in this ball game. First pitch to him is low for ball one. Gray had excellent command in the first couple of innings spotting that fastball, but he has not had as much success here in the third and fourth innings. As that fastball is high and tight, making it 2-0. And Gray now having to work behind hitters, not as effective. Heinrichs is on at second, led off the inning with a double. Versnick drew a walk. And Roccabaldo is ahead of Gray here, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Gray. High, ball three. Three-zero pitch, that's an automatic strike, and it's 3-1. Three-one pitch, right off of Gray. The carom goes to first, where Kale picks it up and tags the runner, and Gray is out near second base trying to walk it off. I'm not sure what part of the body it hit, but it might have hit off of his arm. Head athletic trainer Daniel Heinley out to visit with Gray, as that was a shot, a body blow off of Gray. Ends up being a 1-3 ground out, but not the way I'm sure Gray would like to have recorded that put out. The runners do advance, so Heinrichs is on at third, and Versnick is on at second. And we're going to get some warm-up pitches, I'm sure, from Gray, just to make sure he's okay delivering the ball. He's kind of shaking out his right leg, so it might have took it off the hip. He's just out there behind the mound, just kind of kicking his right leg to shake it out. Kind of all smiles there for head coach Joe Roberts and the athletic trainer Daniel Heinley, so looks like he's okay, and then we'll get a couple of pitches from Gray here just to make sure everything is okay. That's his kick foot, so it is important, but first pitch looked like it was all right. Will Rodriguez due up for the Trojans. As Gray is okay, and he will continue. One down in the inning, but the tying runs are in scoring position for the Trojans. Rodriguez singled off of Gray in the second inning, but was then erased on a double play ball. First pitch from Gray is knee high for a strike. The 0-1 delivery from Gray. Strike again, and it's 0-2. 0-2 breaking ball, blocked by Roberts in the dirt. Makes it 1-2. One-two pitch, a little inside, taken for a ball. And it's 2-2. We are in the top of the fourth inning here at Pirate Field, game number 2 of the season opening doubleheader. Your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates battling the top-ranked Mount Olive College Trojans. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base side off the bat of Rodriguez keeps the count at 2-2. The Pirates plated 2 in the bottom of the first on a sacrifice fly by John Roberts and a single by Alex Weish. Gray started off the game striking out the first 4 batters he faced, all looking. He has 5 strikeouts and 1 walk and has given up 3 hits. Called strike 3, and Rodriguez is not happy with himself as he is caught looking for the second out of the inning with runners sitting over there on second and third. But it will bring up the coach's son, Jesse Lancaster. Lancaster grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up in this game. Lancaster 1 for 4 in game number 1. First pitch to him is high and tight for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch is high, and it's 2-0. Two-0 pitch, that is a strike at the knees. It's 2-1. Breaking ball in the dirt again, and it's 3-1. And the last thing you want to do is walk Lancaster, because that would load the bases for Dylan Holton, and he already has 1 grand slam today. The 3-1 pitch from Thomas Gray is high, ball 4. Two out, bases loaded for Dylan Holton. Holton was 0 for his first 3 in game 1, but came up with the bases loaded in the 9th, delivered a grand slam home run to right field, and in this game, his first time up against Gray, he delivered a single to right center. Gray's first pitch to him is outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Gray to Holton. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Gray changed speeds, and Holton just kind of tried to check his swing, but couldn't do it. 1-1 delivery. Off-speed pitch again. Swung on and missed again. And it's 1-2. Holton was way out in front of that pitch. The 1-2 pitch. Again, the changeup, and again, the strikeout. 3 straight changeups by Gray gets Holton to swing and miss. And the Trojans leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Pirates. Right fielder Alex Weish leads off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Pirates against Patrick Ball. Weish delivered an RBI single in the 1st inning against Ball, but then was picked off by the Trojans' right-hander in that inning. Looks at a first pitch low for ball 1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Backhanded by Holton, second baseman throws over to first, and that is a nifty play by the second baseman, Dylan Holton. As he retires Weish for the first out of the 4th inning. That will bring up the designated hitter, Drew Walker. Grounded out off the pitcher, Ball, 1-6-3. His first time up. He looks at a pitch low for ball 1. And the next pitch is low, making it 2-0 on Walker. Number 9, Travis, continues to throw in the Mount Olive bullpen as Walker grounds to the first baseman, Rodriguez. Rodriguez steps on the bag for out number 2. And with 2 down, Brian Roby steps to the plate. Roby singled in the 2nd. Ball's first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Mount Olive won game 1 6-2. Pirates lead game 2 2-0. We are in the bottom of the 4th as that pitch is high and away for ball 1. Of course, it is Super Bowl Sunday, about 2.5 hours before things really start to get kicked off down in Tampa. The Cardinals and the Steelers, and the age-old question, offense versus defense. Who will win the battle? The 1-1 pitch to Roby is in the dirt, taken for a ball, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch, grounded to third. Rocco Baldo can't come up with it. As it goes into left field, Roby stops at first with a single. And the Pirates have their third hit of the day, and two of those three hits are by Roby. So a two-out base runner for Corey Thacker, who drew a walk his first time up in this game. Thacker looks at a pitch low for ball one. All right, who you got, Cortland? Steelers, Cardinals? Steelers. Cortland Hendricks, official sports information assistant, says Steelers. Swing and a miss by Thacker, and it's 1-1. I have to go with the Steelers. I think the team that's been there before, you look at the record of teams making their first appearance in the Super Bowl, and it is dreadful. The teams that are going against a team that has been there. Hot shot into right field. That is a base hit for Thacker. And the Pirates have come up with back-to-back singles against Ball here in the fourth. And Carlos Cardozo Oquendo steps to the plate. I mean, if it's a team that has not been there against a team that has been there, it's like those teams that have not been there have won like once. It's I don't know it offhand, but it's a pretty bad record. So I am going with the Steelers. Carlos Cardozo Oquendo flew out to right field his first time up in this game. Ball's first pitch to him is a strike. Dr. Anderson, Cardinals, Steelers. Offense, Cardinals. Dr. Anderson goes with Arizona. I'll say this, the Arizona coaching staff, they have to know pretty much everything Pittsburgh can do with Wizen, Hunt, and Grimm, right? So, see, you can spin it either way. You can come up with anything to support your pick. Ground ball to short. Smith will loop it to Holton, and that will retire the side. The Pirates get a couple of base hits, but nothing else. We are through four here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Mount Olive 2-0. We head to the top of the 5th inning here at Pirate Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Mount Olive 2-0. 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the order for the Trojans to face Thomas Gray. Erlon Vinson, the designated hitter, will be first up for the Trojans facing Thomas Gray. Struck out against Gray in the 3rd inning in his first at-bat as a Trojan. Did not play in game number 1. Gray's first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. One other person in our press box, but I do not have to poll Inkwell sports editor Luke Armstrong, who is sporting the Pittsburgh Steelers T-shirt. I know full well who his pick is. So it's 3 picks for the Steelers and 1 for the Cardinals. Off-speed pitch by Gray is low for a ball, making it 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Thomas Gray. Fastball, strike at the letters, and it's 1-2 on the Trojans' designated hitter. Should have gotten Coach Faulkner's pick when he was up here. He'd probably pick the Steelers. That's true. Time called by Vinson. Steps out of the batter's box. The 1-2 delivery from Gray. A little outside. Roberts tried to frame it, but no go from the home plate umpire, and it's 2-2. Gray has struck out 7 so far in his Pirate debut. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 8 for Gray, and whereas in the first 2 innings he was getting the strikeouts spotting the fastball, now he's getting the strikeouts with the changeup, as he has struck out 3 of the last 4 batters he has faced, all of them on changeups. So 1 down for the Trojans as shortstop Jonathan Smith comes to the plate. He lined out to left field on a hit-and-run play back in the 3rd inning. He looks at a first pitch ball here from Gray, and it's 1-0. We expect to see senior right-hander Jeff Chase tomorrow for the Pirates against the Trojans, as there's a strike right over the plate, making the count 1-1. Chase last year 4-5 with a 4.33 earned run average and a team-high 68 strikeouts. Swinging a fly ball into left field. Wilson on the run, but he picks it up off the turf for an out. That was made a lot harder than it should have been by Josh Wilson out in left field. He circled all around, but finally able to pick it for the out, and there's 2 down in the inning. So we go back to the top of the order now for Mount Olive. Montoya Young, the center fielder, 0 for 2 in this game. 2 for 7 in the doubleheader. Steps to the plate. Gray's first pitch to him is a strike. Only 2 outs recorded by the outfielders in this game for the Pirates, both by Josh Wilson and both off the bat of Jonathan Smith. 0-1 pitch is a strike, and it's now 0-2 on Young. Oh, 0-2 fastball, and that hits Young. So Gray, a strike away from getting out of the inning with a 1-2-3 inning, ends up coming a little too high and too tight on Young. And that's our first hit batter of the day. And it gives the Trojans a 2-out base runner for Heinrichs, who doubled his last time up. Heinrichs 1 for 2 with a strikeout and the double. Gray's first pitch to him, swung on, line to second. Carlos Cardozo Oquendo grabs it, and that retires the side. One hit batter, but nothing else for the Trojans. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 2-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Mount Olive has made the move to the bullpen. Right-hander David Travis will come in relief of Patrick Ball. Travis, a 6'3" junior from Tallahassee. He warmed up in game one, did not come in, and he's been off and on warming up since the second inning of this game. And he finally gets his chance to come in and face the Pirates, replacing Ball. Ball went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. Neither of those runs were earned. He walked 3, struck out 1. And Travis will face the top of the Armstrong order in Josh Wilson, Juan Dorado, and Kenny Cale. Wilson 0 for 2 in this game. 1 for 6 in the doubleheader. He singled in his first at-bat of game one, but has not gotten a hit since then. First pitch to him from Travis is high for ball 1. Again, Wilson last year a 4.08 average, the 8th best average in a single season, and he lines one down the left field line. This is going to get to the wall, so Wilson will pull up into second with a stand-up double. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on in scoring position here in the 5th with nobody out. First extra base hit of this game for the Pirates. And Juan Dorado at the plate. Dorado 0 for 1 with a walk, scored a run in the first, popped out to second base his last time up. He already has 1 sacrifice hit in this game, so the Trojans expecting him to perhaps lay one down here. After all, he did lead Division II in that category a season ago. The first pitch from Travis gets past the catcher. It was in the dirt. Dorado offered at it, but it bounces high off of Versnick, so the wild pitch does Dorado's job for him. And it moves Wilson 90 feet away. And now perhaps a suicide squeeze could bring him in, or with the infield drawn in, Dorado might decide to swing away. The entire Trojan infield on the grass. The 0-1 pitch to Dorado. Swung on and fouled. And it's 0-2. And immediately some more action in the Mount Olive bullpen with Paul Novicki, a left-hander from Pink Hill, North Carolina. Begins to loosen up, but Travis is well ahead of Dorado here, 0-2. Infield still in. Try and keep that runner at third. Breaking ball is low and outside from Travis for ball one. The 1-2 pitch. Down in the dirt again. It's 2-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Pirates trying to add to a 2-0 lead. Pirates scored twice in the bottom of the first. Have not had a score since that inning. But the Pirates have a runner 90 feet away. And Josh Wilson, 2-2 pitch to Dorado. Swung on and lined into center field. That is a base hit. Wilson will trot home. And the RBI single makes it 3-0. So back-to-back hits by Wilson and Dorado. And the Pirates add a run. It's 3-0. Kenny Cale steps to the plate now. 0 for 1 with a walk in this game. Travis's first pitch to Cale is a strike. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled by Cale, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Travis, breaking ball in the dirt, taken for a ball. Throw over to first, and Dorado is back to the bag. One-two pitch swung on and missed. Strike three. Cale out on strikes for the first out of the inning. Travis's first strikeout, and it brings up John Roberts, the catcher, who grounded into a 4-3 double play his last time up. He's 0 for 1 officially in this game. Also has a sacrifice fly. Throw over to first. Dorado back to the bag. Runner goes in the pitch. It's a hit and run. The pitcher Travis will field it, flip it to Rodriguez. Dorado moves to second, but there's now 2 down in the inning for Alex Weish. Weish 1 for 2 with an RBI single in this game. Travis's first pitch to Weish is in the dirt, ball 1. Travis is certainly making Versnick work behind the plate. One 0 pitch is low for a ball. And it's 2-0. Bottom of the 5th here at Pirate Field, 3-0. Armstrong Atlantic leads. Top-ranked and defending national champion Mount Olive. As we reach the 4 o'clock hour here at Savannah. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball foul back to the screen, and it's 2-1. The inning started with Josh Wilson greeting reliever David Travis with a double down the left field line. A wild pitch moved him to third. Then Juan Dorado delivered a single to center field, scoring Wilson. Kale struck out. Then John Roberts' high chopper to the pitcher moved Dorado to second. And now a 2-1 pitch to Weish is lined to second base, where Holton will glove it, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates tack on 1 on the double by Wilson and the RBI single by Dorado. We're through 5 here at Pirate Field. 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic leads. Top of the 6th inning we go here at Pirate Field. Thomas Gray will face the 3, 4, 5 hitters in the order as Alex Versnick, the catcher, steps into the batter's box. 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout in this game. Gray's first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 pitch is low for a ball, making it 1-1. Ground ball to first. Kale will flip it to Gray covering, and that's the first out of the sixth. Brings up the third baseman, Rich Roccabaldo, 0 for 2 in this game. He grounded back to the pitcher, Gray. The shot that was taken off of Gray's right leg ended up being a 1-3 ground out. First pitch to him is a strike, and it's 0-1. St. Andrews leads UNC Pembroke 3-2 in the fourth inning of their game number 2. I'm going to, as there's a ground ball to short, Dorado up with it quickly, throws on to first, and there's 2 down. I'm going to assume that UNC Pembroke picked up the win in game 1 of that doubleheader, as they were leading 13-4 when we last checked it. That was in the 6th inning of game number 1, so the Knights trying to earn the doubleheader split with the Braves. Will Rodriguez, the first baseman, steps to the plate, caught looking his last time up. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Takes a pitch low for ball 1 from Gray. One 0 pitch is low, making it 2-0 on Rodriguez. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Mount Olive. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Pirates. Both teams have left 5 runners on base, and both teams have turned 1 double play. As there's a shot up the middle, and that is a base hit for Rodriguez, as he is now 2 for 3 in this game. He has half of the Trojans' hits against Gray. And a 2-out base runner for right fielder Jesse Lancaster, who walked against Gray his last time to the plate. First pitch to Lancaster is a ball. The 1-0 pitch is inside, and it's 2-0. Rodriguez on at first. Lancaster at the plate. Gray behind in the count, 2-0. Next pitch is inside, and it's 3-0. There is some activity in the Armstrong bullpen. Gray has thrown quite a few pitches. Of course, he's probably also feeling the effects of the shot taken off of his leg by Roccabaldo, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Lancaster, bringing the tying run to the plate in dangerous Dylan Holton. Supposedly that is his nickname, Dangerous Dylan. He was certainly dangerous in the ninth inning of Game 1, jacking a grand slam. Here he is 1 for 2 in this game with a single and a strikeout. Gray's first pitch to him. Off speed and high for ball 1. 5 straight balls by Gray after giving up the hit to Rodriguez. Throw over to second, but Rodriguez is back safely. The 1-0 pitch fouled back out of play. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch grounded to first. Kale flips it to Gray covering, and Gray beats Holton to the bag, and that will retire the side. The Trojans get a couple on. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates lead it 3-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Armstrong Atlantic leads Mount Olive 3-0. 6, 7, 8 hitters in the order to face reliever David Travis. Drew Walker will lead things off. The freshman designated hitter, 0 for 2 in this game, grounded back to the first baseman Rodriguez unassisted his last time up. First pitch to him is a strike. Swinging a fly ball into left center field, and that is going to drop for a base hit. Valiant try by the center fielder Young, diving for it, but just couldn't come up with it. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on with a base hit. And that is Drew Walker's first collegiate base hit. Congratulations to him. Brian Roby steps in. He is 2 for 2 today for the Pirates. Singled in the second, singled in the fourth. Shows bunt, takes the pitch low for ball one. Walker leads away. Again, Roby shows bunt, but again the pitch is low, making it 2-0. The 2-0 delivery from Travis. This is bunted up the first base line. Rodriguez bobbles it and cannot make a play on it. He double clutched and decided not to let the ball go, so it's an infield hit for Roby, and the Pirates have 2 on with nobody out. For Thacker. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change here for Mount Olive. We'll take a short break, tell you who it is. When we come back, you're listening to Pirate Baseball. The new pitcher for Mount Olive is senior left-hander Paul Novicki, 5'11" from Pink Hill, North Carolina. Last year for Mount Olive, he was 4-0 with a 2.30 earned run average in 17 appearances. 31 and a third innings pitched, gave up 30 hits, walked 11, and struck out 23. Here he faces freshman Corey Thacker with runners on first and second and nobody out as the Pirates try and extend a 3-0 lead. Thacker is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. They try the wheel play, throw to try and pick off Walker at second, but Walker able to get back to the bag. Now time called by Thacker as he steps out of the batter's box. 3-0, Pirates lead, 8 hits for the Pirates. Swings and hits a line drive into left field. This is a base hit. Unfortunately, they'll have to hold the runners as the Trojans had the infield in to try and try and field the bunt, but the pitch was hit just over the head of the third baseman, Rocco Baldo. Walker had to hold between second and third, make sure it wasn't hit, and it was not hit deep enough to score them. But 3 hits by the Pirates have loaded the bases. And Carlos Cardoza Oquendo has a chance to drive in a pair here as the bases are loaded with nobody out. He drove in 2 in the first game on a single up the middle. First pitch to him is a strike. Pitch well high, taken for a ball. From Novicki, making it 1-1. Travis went an inning plus for Mount Olive in relief, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. Did not walk a batter, struck out 1, but 2 of the runners on are his responsibility. Swing and a line drive in left field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. They'll hold the runners after they advance 1 base, but Carlos Cardoza Oquendo comes up with a base hit to left field, and the Pirates extend their lead to 4-0. 4 straight singles by the Pirates to start off the bottom of the 6th inning. And that brings us back to the top of the order. Josh Wilson, who doubled in his last time up, 1 for 3 in this game. Novicki's first pitch to him is fouled off for strike 1. Roby on at third, Thacker on at second, and Cardoza Oquendo on at first. 0-1 pitch, grounded to short. Runners, the fielders collide, but Smith able to keep it together and throw on to first to record the out. Rocco Baldo kind of cut him off there. But another run scores on the RBI ground out by Wilson. And it's now 5-0. Juan Dorado steps in now. He drove in a single with an RBI his last time up. As there's now 1 out in the inning, infield comes in with runners at second and third. First pitch to him is lined into deep right center field. This is going to get into the gap. Dorado around second. He's heading for third. And Juan Dorado delivers a 2 RBI triple, and the Pirates open it up now. It is 7-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Now Kenny Cale is at the plate, the Pirates' first baseman. Runner on third is Dorado. 4 runs in the inning. Novicki to the stretch and the pitch. Grounded to short, and then through the shortstop's leg, Smith into left field. That is an error, and that is going to plate another run for the Pirates. It's now 8-0. So 1 out in the inning, but 5 runs in for the Pirates. John Roberts to the plate now. Roberts grounded back to the pitcher his last time up. First pitch from Novicki is high for ball 1. Armstrong leads at 8-0. Looking to earn a doubleheader split with the Trojans. Swing and a line drive foul down the third base side. Evens the count at 1-1. Throw over to first, but Kale not heading anywhere. We are in the bottom of the 6th, and the Pirates have broken it open. 5 runs in the inning. And Armstrong leads at 8-0. Novicki delivers. Swung on and popped up. Foul territory right field. Coming over, making the catch is Lancaster for the 2nd out of the inning. And now the 9th batter to hit in the inning is right fielder Alex Weiss. He looks at a pitch high for ball 1. Weiss is 1 for 3 in this game with an RBI single. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball by Novicki. And it's 1-1. Ball inside makes it 2-1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Weiss has his 2nd hit of the ball game. And the Pirates have 2 on. And the Pirates are going to bring in a pinch hitter. As number 32, Drew Carnes, is going to pinch hit for Drew Walker. Carnes, a sophomore from Cartersville, Georgia, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Kenny Kale on at second, Alex Weiss on at first, the pinch hitter Carnes at the plate. Pitch is high and outside, and it's 1-1. Carnes is the 10th batter to hit in the inning. Swinging a ground ball back to the pitcher. Novicki will flip it to first, and that retires the side. But the Pirates plate 5 on 6 hits, the benefit of 1 error, and we head to the top of the 7th inning with Armstrong Atlantic leading it 8-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Power Fields. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Mount Olive will lead things off with a pinch hitter as number 20, Andy Hilliard, a senior from Raymore, Missouri, will pinch hit for Erlon Vinson. Hilliard looks at a first pitch strike from Thomas Gray and then swings and misses through the fastball, making it 0-2. Hilliard was 1 for 21 in last season for Mount Olive. That's a .048 batting average, making 17 appearances for the Trojans. Called strike 3 as Hilliard is out on strikes. Leading off the top of the 7th. And that is the 9th strikeout for Gray. And with one down, the shortstop, Jonathan Smith, comes to the plate. Smith is flied out to left field twice. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. Fastball, strike at the knees, and it's 1-1 on Smith. Smith fouls off the changeup, making it 1-2. One-two pitch is lifted foul down the left line. Gray into the line, the 1-2 delivery again to Smith. Swung on and missed, strike 3. It's a 2 down for the Trojans in the top of the 7th. We go back to the top of the order. In Montoya Young, 0 for 2. He was hit by a Gray pitch his last time up. Gray's first pitch to Young is a strike. 8 runs on 12 hits for the Pirates. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Mount Olive. Both teams have now left 7 men on base, and both teams have turned 1 double play. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, letter high, and it's 0-2. Well, Gray had him 0-2 last time up and came inside and hit him with a fastball. Swing and a foul out of play, the right side. Bounces around the tennis courts a little bit. Oh, 2 pitch. That one is low, taken for a ball. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch lined down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Wilson gives chase, but Young will pull up into second base with a 2-out double. It's the third, or actually the 4th straight inning that the Trojans have put on a runner with 2 outs. And it brings up the left fielder, Kyle Heinrichs, who was 1 for 3 with a double, lined out to second base his last time up. Gray from the stretch. The pitch is a strike. Gray's 0-1 delivery is in the dirt for a ball. Making the count 1-1. Young on at second, 2 down, top of the 7th inning. Pirates lead it 8-0. And the next pitch is high, making it 2-1. Ryan Smith, the left-hander, warming up in the bullpen for Armstrong Atlantic. Expect to see him if Gray can finish off this inning. Throw to second, and close play at second, trying to catch Young napping, but Young is back safely. Gray looks back the runner at second. Now delivers to the plate. Swung on and missed. And it's 2-2 on Heinrichs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Gray swung on and lined into center field, but Thacker settles underneath it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the 7th inning stretch. Stand up wherever you are. Pirates lead it 8-0. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Pirate Field. Mount Olive has brought in their 4th pitcher of the day. Right-handed junior Brett Foskey, 6'6" from Cecil, Maryland, will come in for Mount Olive, relieving Novicki, who gave up 3 runs, 2 earned, and 4 hits in 1 inning of work. Foskey will face the bottom third of the order for the Pirates. Brian Roby, Corey Thacker, and Carlos Cardoza-Oquendo bottom in order only. Those 3 hitters for the Pirates have combined to go 6 for 8 in this game. And it really set the tone for the Pirates' 8-0 lead here in game number 2 against the Trojans. Roby steps in 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. Swings and pops one up behind the plate, and out of play, foul for strike 1. Tomorrow, the 3rd game of this 3-game series will take place here at Pirate Field, 2 p.m. first pitch, as Roby takes a strike, making it 0-2 from Foskey. We'll have that for you on our live stats. No webcast in the baseball tomorrow, so we'll have basketball webcast for you, 5:30, 7:30. The women and the men taking on Francis Marion. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Roby out on strikes for the first out of the inning. That brings up Corey Thacker, who is perfect today, 2 for 2 with a walk, or in this first game, I should say. Thacker was 0 for 3 in game number 1 of our doubleheader. Singled and scored in the 5-run 6th inning, in which the Pirates sent 10 men to the plate. First pitch from Foskey is right in there for strike 1. Fastball outside, taken for a ball, which makes the count 1-1. Swinging a ground ball off the pitcher. The shortstop, Smith, barehands it, but it's not in time, so a single for Thacker off the pitcher. Foskey gives him 3 hits in this game. And the Pirates now have 13 hits in the game. And with a runner on first, Carlos Cardoza Oquendo comes to the plate. Drove in a run with a single his last time up. He has driven in 3 in the doubleheader today. Swings and lifts one into the infield. Rocco Baldo and Smith converge, and Rocco Baldo will make the grab for out number 2. That'll bring up Josh Wilson, the left fielder for the Pirates. Grounded out, but drove in a run his last time up. Laced a double in the 5th inning. First pitch to him from Foskey is inside for ball 1. Mount Olive won game number 1, 6-2. Pirates lead at 8-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0 pitch to Wilson is a strike, and it's 1-1. Off-speed pitch, that's in the dirt, taken for a ball, making it 2-1. A preseason all-conference selection. Wilson ranked among the Peach Belt's leaders in several categories last season. Swing and a miss, strike 3 though, and Wilson is out on strikes. Or no, that was, I thought, missed the count there. I thought it was 1-2, but it was 2-1. So it's a 2-2 count. I was wondering why no one was leaving the field. The 2-2 pitch, that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Wilson strikes out, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 8th with Armstrong Atlantic leading 8-0. We head to the top of the 8th inning, and the Pirates have made the move to the bullpen. Left-hander Ryan Smith will come in to face the 3, 4, 5 hitters in the order for Mount Olive. The junior from I'm going to butcher this. Chimiquita Community College in Oregon. He is a native of Salem, Oregon, and he faces Alex Versnick to lead off the eighth. First pitch to him is low and inside for ball one. So Gray makes an impressive debut for the Pirates on the mound. 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, walks 3, strikes out 10, and is in line to pick up the victory for the Pirates. Not a bad first win to have on your Pirate resume, knocking off the top-ranked and defending champion Trojans. Still 2 innings to go, however, as is the top of the eighth. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball grounded to first. Kale takes it off the lip and then beats Versnick to the bag for out number 1. Tough play for Kale because that hit off of the lip of the infield grass, and instead of kicking back up, rolled along the round, but it's the benefit of having a player who has played third base the last 2 years playing first. Sometimes those balls will eat up the first baseman. Now Rich Roccabaldo steps in, swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1 from Smith. Roccabaldo is 0 for 3 in this game with a strikeout and a pair of groundouts. The next pitch from Smith is low for ball 1. And the 1-1 pitch is low for ball 2. Two 2-1 fastball high, taken for a ball. And it's now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch from Smith swung on and missed, and it's 3-2. And Roccabaldo knew he swung at ball 4 there. That was a pretty good breaking ball by Smith. Or a changeup. But the 3-2 pitch is low, and it's ball 4. So a walk issued to Roccabaldo gives the Trojans a runner on first with 1 out. And it brings up the first baseman, Will Rodriguez, who is 2 for 3 in this game with a pair of singles. First pitch from Ryan Smith to Will Rodriguez is high for ball 1. Smith looks over the runner at first. Now throws to first, but Roccabaldo gets back safely. And now a strike delivered to Rodriguez evens the count at 1-1. Breaking ball strike by Smith, and it's now 1-2 on Rodriguez. One-two fastball lifted into right field. Weish settles underneath it, makes the grab for out number 2. That brings up Jesse Lancaster, the right fielder. He's drawn a pair of walks in this game. Throw over to first again. Roccabaldo's back. And the first pitch to Lancaster is a strike. 8-0 Pirates lead. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Pirates trying to close out a season opening doubleheader split with the Trojans. Fastball from Smith is high for a ball. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Smith. In the dirt, taking it for a ball. And it's 2-1. Smith from the stretch. The 2-1 pitch to Lancaster is popped up in the infield. Dorado will make the grab, and that retires the side. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pirates lead it 8-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at Powered Field. Bottom of the 8th inning we go. Armstrong Atlantic. Leading Mount Olive 8-0. Juan Dorado, Kenny Cale, and John Roberts to face Brett Foskey here in the 8th. Dorado's driven in 3 in this game. Looks at the first pitch strike. 2 for 3 with a walk, a 2-run triple, and an RBI single. Fastball lifted Blooped into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Wanderado bloops a single over the first baseman's head into right field for his third hit of the game. And the 14th hit of the game for the Pirates. And that brings up the first baseman, Kenny Cale. Cale reached on an error his last time up. He's searching for his first hit of the game. He is 0 for 3. The first pitch to him is a strike. He has drawn a walk and also reached on that error. Cale and the batter on deck, John Roberts, the only two starters for the Pirates not to record a hit today. As the Pirates have collected 14 hits en route to their 8 runs. 0-1 pitch to Cale is upstairs for a ball, and it's 1-1. Fastball down and away makes it 2-1 on Cale. And the 2-1 pitch is also high, making it 3-1. Wanderado on at first, led off the inning with a single. And Foskey has fallen behind Kenny Cale here, 3-1. Fastball is a strike, and it's 3-2. 5 o'clock in Savannah. An hour until Super Bowl time. Hopefully we'll send you over to the Super Bowl winners as Cale pops one up into right field. Lancaster will settle underneath it, make the catch for out number 1. And that brings up the catcher, John Roberts. Roberts has hit a sacrifice fly. He has grounded into a double play. He has flied out and grounded back to the pitcher, so 0 for 3 officially in this game. Foskey's pitch to Roberts is high for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery is a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Roberts is popped up. Foul territory. Rocco Baldo underneath it, and he will make the catch for out number 2. That brings up Weiss, who is 2 for 4 in this game with an RBI. Had a double in game number 1, so a solid debut for the junior right fielder. Who played at A-back last season and at Albany State as a freshman. Fastball is high for ball 1. One 0 pitch, that's a strike, and it's 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, but Versnick blocks it successfully, making it 2-1. Two balls, one strike. The pitch swung on and grounded to short. Backhanded by Carney, who checked in at the half inning for Smith. Carney throws on to first, and that retires the side. We head to the top of the ninth. Pirates lead it 8-0. We head to the top of the ninth. Here at Pirate Field, Armstrong Atlantic and Mount Olive. Pirates lead at 8-0, and freshman Chris Bass will come to the mound and pitch the ninth for the Pirates. Freshman from Kell High School in Ackworth, or from Ackworth. He takes over for Ryan Smith, who pitched a scoreless 8th inning. And a pinch hitter for Mount Olive as number 25, Santiago Rodriguez, is going to hit for Holton. Rodriguez, a junior shortstop from Providence, Rhode Island. Looks at the first pitch, strike from base, and it's 0-1. And looks like another pinch hitter is on deck for Mount Olive in Jackson Massey. The next pitch is low for ball one. I'm sure that joke has been made several times. I will not repeat it here. The 1-1 pitch from base, high fastball, taken for a ball, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 delivery from base is a strike, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from base swung on and fouled off the foot of Rodriguez. So the count remains 2-2. Well, fans, the last time that the #1 ranked team in the country came to Savannah, it was Central Missouri State back in the 2004 season. In that game, the Mules defeated the Pirates 7-4. The year before, the defending national champion and Columbus State Cougars were the last defending national champions to come to Pirate Field, and the Pirates took 2 out of 3 from the Cougars in that series. So if you take today's action into account, the last 6 games where the Pirates have hosted the defending national champions on this field, it looks like the Pirates will be 3-3 in those games. The 3-2 pitch from base is high, ball 4. Evidently, the umpires don't care about watching the Super Bowl. Now I'll bring up Jackson Massey, the pinch hitter for Mount Olive. Massey is a junior from Eureka, North Carolina. Last year, Massey was 14 for 49. That's a .286 average in 25 games played. No homers, 5 runs driven in. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. I'm just saying. 50 minutes and counting. I'm always confused about that. I'm always confused. They say like coverage starts at 6, but yeah, I mean, I actually saw a commercial that said coverage started at like 9 a.m. this morning. I mean, how much can you talk about one game? Okay. So, but I guess the actual kickoff of the game, when you talk about all the pregame festivities and everything, isn't until around 6:30 because those things never go on time. Meanwhile, base has worked a 3-0 count on Massey. There is a strike, making it 3-1. So technically, kickoff is at 6:28, but I bet you can make a bet in Vegas on whether the Super Bowl kicks off in time. Massey foul tips the pitch into the mitt of Roberts for strike 2, and the count is full here. The 3-2 pitch, grounded to second. Over to short for 1, to first, 4-6-3 double play. That is the second double play turned by the Pirates in this game, 6th double play turned in the doubleheader. And the Trojans are down to their final out. And shortstop Kevin Carney, who came in defensively last half inning. In the first game, Carney was 0 for 2 before he was lifted for a pinch hitter. Well, these same 2 teams tomorrow here at 2 o'clock for the rubber game of this 3-game series. The Pirates and the Trojans. And again, 2 teams we expect to be in regional contention as we go along this season. So who knows, we may see these 2 teams against each other in the regional coming up in May. That's a long way to go, though. This is February 1. The regional is the second week of May. A lot of baseball in between. The 2-0 pitch from base is swung on and lifted into right field. Weish, it's over his head. Weish was playing him in. He has to track it all the way to the fence. So heading to third is Carney, and Carney has a 2-out triple here in the top of the 9th. Both of the triples today hit by the Trojans have been balls that have gotten over the head of outfielders. It was Heinrichs hitting a triple to center over the head of Corey Thacker in the first game, and here Carney hits one over the head of Weish and right. And it brings up the center fielder Montoya Young, who doubled in his last at-bat. He is 1 for 3 in this game as he tries to ruin the shutout here of the Pirates. It's 8-0, but there's a runner on third and 2 out. First pitch to Young from base is a strike. The 0-1 pitch swung on and grounded fouled on the third base line, and it's strike two. Base from the stretch, and the 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled off the screen. And Young stays alive. Oh, 0-2 pitch, breaking ball low, and it's 1-2. And all the Armstrong fans wanted that call. Very good crowd today for both games. Breaking ball, that one is a little low. And it's 2-2. Either that or they live close. The 2-2 pitch upcoming from base to Young. And instead, time is called. Two-two pitch swung on and grounded into left field. That's a base hit, and the Trojans ruin the shutout. The RBI single by Young makes it 8-1. And it brings up Heinrichs, the left fielder. Heinrichs is 1 for 4 in this game with a double. His 2 hits today of the extra base hit variety. Had the triple in game number 1 that plated 2. First pitch to him was swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is a ball, making it 1-1 on Heinrichs. Swinging a ground ball to second. This should end it. Cardozo-Kenzo flips to Dorado, and that is your ball game. Armstrong Atlantic wins game 2, 8-1, and salvages a split with the top-ranked team in the nation, Mount Olive, as the Trojans take game number 1, 6-2. Fans, we will talk to you tomorrow from Alumni Arena as Armstrong Atlantic basketball takes center stage. The Pirates and the Lady Pirates host Francis Marion. 5:30 for the women, 7:30 for the men. You can follow along with the Mount Olive Armstrong Atlantic baseball game tomorrow at 2 on our live stats, courtesy of our official website for ASU Athletics, asupirates.com. Chad Jackson saying good evening and enjoy the Super Bowl. Pirates split with the Trojans.